Well, the store that's now known as Shan's store, it was the longest running business on the Kiandra goldfields. It was there in one form or another from 1860 until probably the mid-1945s as a business. In 1891, Robert and Oliver Harris formed a partnership, and they purchased the store for about £550 from Thomas Causley. And they extended it then. It was a residence and a store, and they extended it along the end to incorporate their father's butcher's shop. And in 1893, when Robert married Winifred Irwin, they lived in the store, in the residence, and they ran the store, and Robert still was doing the slaughtering. In 1898, when they built the Alpine Hotel, it was quite a good... It only had 4 bedrooms plus the residence for the people. But it went on, eventually it had about 12 bedrooms and 2 sitting rooms and a parlour, but the kitchen was detached from it, and the laundry was out the back of the kitchen, and you had to come out of the kitchen, up 6 steps and across a veranda to get into the hotel. And there was a bathroom and a toilet on one end of a veranda, but you had to heat the water in the copper in the laundry, carry it through the kitchen, up the steps, along the hallway and along the veranda to the bathroom. So it's no wonder they only had a bath once a week. And the toilet also you had to carry the water from outside to flush the toilet. And when it was built, there were various licensees had it. The Harrises didn't actually operate it. There was a Mr. Byatt, and a Mr. Jeffries and a Turner. Julius Forstrom had it for quite a while. But then by about 1910, George Irwin took the licensee over, took the licence over, and the family lived, in the winter time they lived at the hotel, and if anybody wanted anything at the shop they'd go down and open the shop for them. And then with the decline in the business and with a growing family, by that time the Irwins had the 3 Harris children plus 7 Irwin children, and they felt there'd be better opportunities in Sydney for them. So they sold the store to George Yan in 1916, and they also sold the hotel, the Alpine Hotel, to Jacob Wilson. He had the Kiandra Hotel down the other side of the street, and he sold the licence, I don't know where it went, but he sold the hotel building then to George Bell, and he took over the Alpine Hotel, and he was there till 1927, and then he sold out to, when he came to Tumut, he sold out to a Mr. Downey, and he owned it until it was burnt down in 1937. The building next door was the School of Arts, which had been the original post office. It also burnt. But one of the catastrophes that went with it was the Kiandra Pioneer Ski Club had all its records in the hotel, and they were all lost as well. After the hotel burnt down, up until that stage there was a policeman stationed at Kiandra, but after the hotel burnt down he was transferred away as well, and that's when the courthouse closed down. Well, the courthouse had already closed down as a courthouse, but it was still used as a police station, but it was finally closed in 1937. That was the Kiandra Hotel. When it burnt down, the little Ivy Bell was burnt in it. She was a little, I don't know how old she was probably 12 or 14 or something, which might have been 20 something. She was a retarded little girl, and she was burnt to death in it. They think the curtains blew onto the candle,